Hey guys, this is Robert, Chaplain Rob. I'm just giving a message in the park. This message is going to be about mental illness and sin and temptation, things like that. It's, you know, some of the things that you ever notice when you're caught up in yeah, guys, if we have a thing of temptation or lust or anything of that nature, it's like it comes in waves. It's never really just a constant per se. There are times that it comes on you in a way, and there are certain ways to anchor yourself out of that situation. And you're gonna have to put your hard hats on, go to work, okay, and work at surrendering, letting go of it, surrendering it unto God, and receive the peace beyond that. And it comes in waves. You have to work past that wave, and sometimes you have to take smaller bites of a bigger pie. You don't eat the whole pie at one time. You gotta take it chunk at a time, and to get beyond it, and put your eyes on something else while you're working through it. Surrender that, Lord, as an act of my will. I surrender. I let go of the desire, and I surrender that unto you, and deliver me from this. And then boom, you give yourself a time like 45 minutes or whatever, and it passes. And then that temptation isn't there constant. Satan will come at us at different times, a point of weaknesses in our lives, and that's what we're gonna have to do. We have to address that wave when it comes at us. And my son, my oldest son, he's just turned 36 actually. He was diagnosed mentally ill, paranoid schizophrenic, and he's hey, got some ducks, and a little girl chasing geese around there. Bless her heart. Well, he has some challenges. Noah has a good heart, and he loves kids actually. He's a little girl. It was because of his love for children. He has a tolerance, a patience that's unbelievable, like that of a saint as it regards to kids. He just loves kids, and so his challenge has been with people in situations sometimes that will get on his nerves. And what we should do is, for those with mentally ill, if you're a parent of an adult child or even teenager, whatever, that has struggling with that, try to look to their strength, encouraging them in their character, in that part which is they look to, and how they feel, and their strengths, to encourage their strength, not focus on their weakness. And that's with my son Noah. He has a love for kids. He really does. He has so much patience. When my middle son, when he was like 6 years old, we went down there to Houston and spent some time with his older brother. He was in his mid-20s, and or late 20s at the time. And these kids go over there and they'd mess with Noah and all his own meds, but he had so much patience with these kids. They'd end up giving him a wedgie or whatever, and he just tolerates it and everything. And he says, Dad, I get angry with people sometimes in situations. I just don't. I want to strike out. And I talked to him. I said, son, did you know every person that you had that feeling about was a child at one time, and they have parents that love them? If that situation, you can see them in light of your patience with children, try to see them as a child that don't know any better. Because some people, they may be 48 years old, and sometimes they're childish. They don't know any better. They should, but they don't. And Noah took that to heart, and he started barbering school, learning to be a barber, and actually he uses that technique in his mind as he's relating with customers, as he's relating with co-workers there at the barbering school and stuff like that. And there's situations that require patience, and he says, Dad, that's helped me. So giving people tools, and sometimes you might have to talk to the psychologist about if he's seeing a psychiatrist or psychologist, about his strengths or her strengths on areas that they do have patience and with. And that gives that psychologist or that pastor or counselor a target to shoot for, as giving the tools necessary for them to help them overcome situations that they find themselves in. And that's, this for my son, it's been, and the love of a good woman. I mean, he uses that technique, but he has goals. Sometimes we all need some kind of a goal, and especially in that challenging situation. And if he could keep his goal in his sight, he says, well, I got to get that barbering license. That's my goal. And each day is a challenge for him. I says, well, you don't eat that whole pie at one time. Take it in pieces and deal with it day by day and piece by piece, and break it down and utilize your strength area to handle communication and relation with others and situations. And he's been doing wonderfully in that. And focusing your eyes and passion and your emotions on the positive, and it's hard to do when you got a lot of these people that are mentally ill. It's just not the mental thing, it's the emotional thing. And a lot of times it's emotional is higher than the mental. The mental is part of it, but the triggers that they have emotionally, the things, if you can recognize those things that tend to trigger that person into those episodes or those feelings, then we can address those emotions and handle it, cut it off at the pass before it gets to the cliff, and goes over. So anyway, it's just a note from a dad that things that dealing with my son and challenges we've had, and a lot of times they don't talk to you, but and communicate with you and the challenges that they're having day to day. And so you have to put your hard hat on, dig a little bit sometimes, and remember, part of putting the hard hat on is learning to know when to let go, when to surrender, and of course, by doing so, you actually put yourself in a position to receive in praise, worship, and thanksgiving. And be an encourager to these young people and those that are in this situation. And because there is light at the end of the tunnel, and it's not a train coming right at you. Okay, that light is the Lord, and He's our source, and He'll show you the way as you go. In Jesus' name. Yeah. Now y'all have a blessed day.